This book can completely change the way you think about money. But the real question is, are you ready? Most people spend their entire lives working for money, but the wealthy make money work for them. Today, we're reviewing Rich Dad, Poor Dad, a book that has transformed millions of lives worldwide. Robert Kiyosaki wrote this book in 1997, and since then, it has sold over 32 million copies in more than 51 languages. The book presents a unique perspective on financial education by comparing the beliefs of two father figures. The first is Poor Dad, Robert's biological father, who was highly educated and believed in job security and working hard for a paycheck. The second is Rich Dad, his friend's father, who taught him how to build wealth through investments and smart financial decisions. Let's break down 8 powerful lessons from this book that can transform the way you handle money. 1. The rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. Most people get stuck in a cycle of working hard, earning money, paying bills, and then repeating the process. This is called the rat race. Rich people, on the other hand, focus on building income-generating assets so they don't have to trade time for money. Imagine 2 friends, Ali and John. Ali works 9 to 5 and spends his salary on bills and luxuries. John, however, invests in a rental property. A few years later, John has multiple properties generating passive income, while Ali is still stuck working for his paycheck. 2. Financial education is more important than a degree. Schools teach us how to work for money, but never teach us how to make money work for us. The key to financial success is self-education in money management, investing, and building wealth. Think about 2 graduates. One lands a job with a high salary, but never learns about investments. The other learns about investing and starts building wealth early. In 20 years, the investor is financially free, while the job-dependent person is still working. 3. Buy assets, not liabilities. The rich invest their money in assets, things that put money in their pockets, like real estate, stocks, and businesses. The poor and middle class spend their money on liabilities, things that make money out of their pockets, like expensive cars, gadgets, and loans. Sarah buys an expensive new car, while David buys an apartment and rents it out. After 5 years, Sarah's car has lost value, while David's rental property is generating passive income. 4. A job will never make you rich. Most people believe that working hard at a job is the best way to become rich. In reality, a job only provides temporary income, and financial security comes from multiple income sources like businesses and investment. Tom and Jerry both work at the same job. Tom relies only on his salary, but Jerry starts a small side business. After 10 years, Jerry's business grows, and he quits his job, while Tom is still stuck in the 9-to-5 grind. 5. Learn to invest and start a business. The rich don't just save money, they multiply it through investments and businesses. Savings lose value over time due to inflation, while investments grow wealth. Adam saves all his money in a bank, while Ryan invests in stocks and real estate. After 15 years, Adam's savings have lost value, while Ryan's investments have doubled in worth. 6. Overcome the fear of failure. Most people never take financial risks because they're afraid of losing money. The rich understand that failure is part of the learning process, and taking calculated risks leads to financial success. Mark wanted to start a business, but feared losing money. His friend James took the risk and failed twice, but learned valuable lessons. On his 3rd attempt, James succeeded and became wealthy, while Mark never even tried. 7. Understand taxes and use them to your advantage. The rich use legal tax strategies to protect their wealth, while the poor and middle class end up paying higher taxes without knowing how to reduce them. Business owners get tax benefits while employees pay the highest taxes. The wealthy structure their businesses in ways that legally reduce their tax burden. 8. Financial freedom comes from action, not just learning. Reading financial books is great, but taking action is the only way to build real wealth. The difference between the rich and the poor is execution. 2 people read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. One applies the lessons and starts investing. The other just thinks about it. After 10 years, the action taker is wealthy, while the other remains stuck. If you want financial freedom, you need to change your mindset and take action. Comment below, which lesson impacted you the most? Subscribe for more book breakdowns that can change your life.